Okay, so I'm calling this the Stealth Leopard. It's based on a G.I. Joe VTOL aircraft. The something, I think, Stealth Hawk, possibly? Anyway, I didn't really like the way it looked because it had these gigantic, massive engines that were just huge. There was four of them, which would probably cause enough thrust to basically rip the thing to pieces. So from China, I for about 17 bucks ordered a couple of large propellers, tri-blade propellers, just like the Osprey has, as you'll probably know. And I think they look really good. I like the way they look. I love it. So the engines each have intakes underneath, which is true to the Osprey as well. I modeled it after that. And so the intakes obviously, I can't think of the word right now, but they put the air in tighter and tighter, the air molecules. Compress. Thank you, brain. Compress the air. These do, in fact, turn. And so that it can take off or whatever, hover, and then go fast when it's in the air. And so found a whole bunch of nice little decals to put on it. Used the black on dark gray camo scheme. I didn't feel like masking these tight edges, so I just left the cockpit gold. And then I didn't really do a whole lot to the inside the cockpit. So it's still pretty much the same, but painted. It's red skulls, because I had an extra red skull decal laying around. It's got a gun camera. This is cool, a cool view of it from the front. The gun is Halo. It's one that I'm a big fan of, and I was able to get cheaply at Marshall's, I think. Either Marshall's or Burlington had it really cheap in a box set with a few other things. The landing gear are from a G.I. Joe snow vehicle. They were originally dark blue. Don't remember the name of the snow vehicle. It's got navigational lights, as you can see. The intakes are a little larger than I wanted them to be, but that's okay. The tail obviously doesn't need a tail rotor because it's got two main rotors. An interesting thing I read about having multiple rotors is that it's actually less stable than having one rotor. Because you're dealing with multiple rotors and they have to balance out lift exactly, which is probably why the Ospreys crash so often. But yeah, so if one just happened to give out lift or whatever, it obviously would spiral out of control. So that's not good, but at the same time, you need it to be able to go fast, to be able to pivot. You need it to have two blades. Although there is a helicopter I've seen that has two propellers as well. It's a European helicopter. It's kind of like a Dauphine. And then here's the top view. Put a little bit of sandpaper right there, just for the heck of it. And then the idea behind this is, you don't see any missiles, but it's a stealth vehicle. So the missiles actually come out of the bottom, out of this thing that I 3D printed, which actually fit just right. I was going to have to spend like $3 or $4, like 22 bucks on a replacement bottom part, but I did this, basically free using my 3D printer. Probably cost like 5 cents in PLA. And yeah, so the weapons come out of there. It can hold like Hellfire missiles or whatever. And then it's all stealthy. And then the back view. And there it is. Thanks for watching.